Today we're going to be making beet jelly. Now this is another great recipe from my Heart of the Home cookbook. These are recipes that have been collected from the Cappers Weekly, and they're a newspaper out of Topeka, Kansas. My grandmother and grandfather used to live in Nebraska, and so my grandma actually took the Cappers Weekly for many years. And then even when they moved to California, she continued to subscribe to the Cappers Weekly. So I fortunately have so many great recipes from that cookbook and newspaper articles. I have all her old cookbooks, and so it's a lot of fun. I hope that you'll enjoy this recipe a lot. So for this recipe of beet jelly out of my Heart of the Home cookbook, I'm actually only going to be doing a half a recipe. So I'm going to put the full description for the full recipe for the beet jelly down in the description below. But as many of you know, I'm the only one who really eats all this stuff that I grow and preserve. So I'm going to do a half a recipe. So I've already frozen 3 cups of beet juice. And that's the juice that I cooked my beets in to make my pickled beets a couple days ago. So I'm just thawing that out right now over the stove. Okay, so I've got a half a recipe of beet juice. Now this is the water that the beets were cooked in. I'm going to be adding to that, I'm going to add the juice of a half a lemon. Now this whole recipe calls for a half a lemon, but I don't really know how to gauge that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a half a lemon in it, and then I'm gonna put 1 box of powdered pectin in. And then I'm just gonna give that a stir. Now I'm gonna give this a stir, and I'm gonna let it come up to a boil. I wanna get this powdered pectin nice and incorporated into this jelly. And then I'm gonna be adding a box of raspberry gelatin, and I'm also going to be adding half of the batch of sugar, which in this case is going to be 4 cups. Even then, that's a lot of sugar. But let me go ahead and put that sugar in a bowl so I'm all ready when this comes up to a boil. Okay, so my beet juice, my lemon juice, and my pectin have all come up to a boil. So I'm going to be adding a half of a container of raspberry Jello and 4 cups of sugar. Now this is a half a recipe. I'm actually going to be putting together both recipes, a full recipe and a half a recipe, just as soon as I'm done. I'll put that in my description. Now it says to bring this again up to a boil. So we're gonna bring it up to a boil, and then we're gonna set the timer for 6 minutes. So I've set my timer for 6 minutes. The jelly has to boil for 6 minutes. So I will bring you back just as soon as the 6 minutes is up. And I'm gonna go ahead and stir this every once in a while as well. Okay, it's been 6 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and just ladle this into the jars. It's a beautiful color of jelly, it really is. I'm gonna do this to a 1/4 inch of headspace in the jar. This is gonna work out really good. It's gonna leave me a little bit that I can put into a container and have for breakfast tomorrow morning. I wanna try it out on my grandkids. If I tell them it's beets, they won't eat it. I may tell them it's strawberry. Oh, brother. All right. So let me go ahead and just top this off a little. All right. I'll go ahead and seal these, and it says here that we're going to can these. It doesn't say how long we're supposed to can them. It just says seal them. So I'm going to go ahead and put them in a water bath canner for 10 minutes, and then I'm going to leave the canner off for 5, and then I'll show you how it looks. My beet jelly is all done, and it came out absolutely beautiful. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, give me a like, a thumbs up, or ring the bell for future notifications. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.